Hi students, welcome to our English world. This is your English teacher wishing you all happy learning. Children, now we are learning Unit 2 from class Reader 8, English Reader 8, Unit 2, that is Social Issues. Children, what is social issues? What do you mean social issues? Yes? Yeah. Social means community. Issues means problems. Social issues means social problems. That means Sanghika Samasyalu. Samajika Samasyalu. So, in the social issues, in this unit, we have 3 readings. That is reading A, reading B and reading C. Now, we are learning reading A, that is Oliver asks for more. Oliver asks for more. What is in this picture? Here is a boys. There are 2 boys are there. They are, I think, who are they? They are paper pickers. Okay. So, these are child labor. Right? Okay. Now, children, before that, before discussing lesson, Oliver asks for more A reading. We came to the face sheet. Look at here. Home is the happiest place in the world. What is the quote here? Home is the happiest place in the world. Do you agree the sentence? What is the meaning of this sentence? What is the meaning of the statement? Home is the happiest place. That is joyful place in the world. See? What does the sentence mean? Home. That means house. Our family is the happiest place in the world. Do you agree or disagree? Give reasons. Do you agree or not? Do you agree? Why? Give reasons. Or do you disagree? Give reasons. Actually, I agree this sentence. Because I enjoy in home. I can enjoy in home and I can entertain in my home with all pleasures and with all our equipments. Right, children? Okay. Everybody likes home very much. Everybody enjoys the home very much. Nobody likes the home. Okay? See, children, if you agree home is the happiest place, give reasons. If you disagree that home is the happiest place in the world, please give reason. See? Okay. Why this sentence is given for this unit? Why this statement given for this unit, that is social issues? Yes, you can understand after reading all this A, B and C readings, you can understand why this statement entered in this unit. Okay, children? Okay, right. Okay, now we are going to discuss the A reading, that is Oliver asks for more. Oliver asks for more. That is the name of the unit. What do you mean by Oliver asks for more? That means Oliver begs for some more, some extra. Understand? Okay. Before that, we discuss the author, about the author. Who wrote this lesson? Yes, this lesson was Oliver Asks for More was written by Charles Dickens. He was born in 1812 in England and died in 1870. He is a well-known English novelist. That means he writes novels. Due to his father's imprisonment, that means his father was captured or his father kept in a prison. So Charles stopped his education. Charles left school means he stopped his school education and joined in a shoe factory as a office boy. He worked as a office boy. That means he worked as a peon or attender. Okay, children. So at the age of small, after school education, he stopped school education. After at that time, he was joined in a shoe factory as a office boy. So at the age of that stage, in his schooling, he started writing career. That means he launched his writing career. He started to write some books, some essays or novels, right? Okay. His main novels are here. Those are all Oliver Twist, Great Expectations, Pickwick Papers, Bleak House, Tale of Two Cities, and David Copperfield. Those are the main novels in his writings. Because of these novels, he got name and fame all over the world. So Charles Dickens was a world famous novelist. Understand, children? World famous novelist. He got lecture tours. He went to America for his lectures. That means he went to America to give a speech. And also there he got reputation. Literary reputation means a good name in language and language skills. He got reputation means good name. And also he focused on social issues and human elements in his works. So in his writings, he expresses or he discusses social issues, social problems and human elements in his writings. He presents human elements and social problems in his writings. Those are novels. So Charles Dickens, as the greatest world novelist, focused social issues in his works. So children, listen carefully. Okay. So who is the author of this Oliver Asks for More lesson? Yes, Charles Dickens. Now come to the lesson Oliver Asks for More. What is this Oliver Asks for More means? What do you mean this? Already I told you, Oliver begs for extra. Oliver begs for extra. That means Oliver asks for more. And this Oliver Asks for More is a small contest. It's a small passage or small part of a book. That is, here it is about in the first contest. This is an extract from the novel Oliver Twist, written by British novelist Charles Dickens, 1812 to 70. It is the story of an orphan boy named Oliver who is brought to a children's home. Right, children? Here it is Oliver Twist is a novel. Already we studied. We discussed in the author's conclusion. So Oliver Twist is a novel. In that novel, Oliver is an orphan boy. So this Oliver Asks for More is a small extract. Extract means a short passage or small part from a book. That is, in Telugu we can say Patya Bhagamu. You can also using in Telugu lessons. ఈ పాఠము పలానా పాఠ్య భాగం నుంచి తీసుకొనబడిందని చెప్తాం కదమ్మా. అలాగే so that Oliver Asks for More is taken from Oliver Twist, the novel Oliver Twist. It is small. It is an extract. It is a short part from a book. So this is an extract. Understand what do you mean by extract? A short passage in a book or from a book, taken from a book or derived from a book. Oliver Twist is a novel. That is. So before going to this discussion or learning this lesson, I will give you the characters of this story. Children, you remember one thing. If you learn reading comprehension, if you want to get more marks in reading comprehension, you should understand every lesson with characters. Whatever lesson you read or study, either poetry or prose, you have to collect the characters in that lesson. How many characters are there? What they are doing? What are their role? And what they are talking? How many people are talking? Those are all you have to collect. Then you can write reading comprehension very easily. See, for formative assessments, you have for reading comprehension, for textual reading comprehension, you have 5 marks. And also for summative assessment, you have 15 marks for reading comprehension from textual passages. So children, if you want more 15 marks, if you want to get more 15 marks, you have to collect the characters. You have to study the characters. In each and every lesson, whenever a teacher teaches you the lesson, either poetry or prose, please carefully listen. very listen carefully. You have to identify the characters in the story. How many characters are there, or how many birds are there, or whatever the characters may be, animals or birds, whatever it is, or human beings, persons are. How many characters, how many personalities are there? You have to collect. Then you can think, oh, so in this lesson, these persons are there. They are talking. They are doing this and so, this and that, so and so. You can understand. So now also I am going to give the characters in this story. Before learning the story, it is a big story, a sports story. It is Oliver Twist is a novel. It's a tragic story, very tragedy. Children, we are all girls living in a hostel, no? So you are all are living in hostel. See, you like hostel or home? Yes, some of you likes hostel, some of you likes home. Okay, let it be. Now, just be ready with your pen and notebook, children. All ready with your pen and notebook? Yes, you are good children. Just take your notes and write down the characters and roles of the story. First one, Oliver. Oliver Twist. He is an orphan boy. Second one is Mr. Bumble. That means he is a caretaker. Third one is 10 gentlemen. Those are all board members. And fourth, Beadle, church officer. And fifth, cook master. And last, 2 women assistant. 2 women assistant. That is 2 women. Understand? These are all the characters in this story. See once again, Oliver, Mr. Bumble, 10 gentlemen, Beadle. Beadle means church officer. And then cook master and 2 assistant cook masters. That means 2 women assistants. Those are all the characters in this story. Okay, now come to the lesson. Children, it's a very interesting story. It's a very tragic story. You just understand, try to understand me. While I am teaching, note down the vocabulary, correct the vocabulary or meanings or opposite words, whatever I am giving, just you note down. Understand, children? Okay, you are good children. Just you are try to understand me very well. Okay, now Mr. Bumble walked on with the long strides. Little Oliver, firmly grasping his gold-laced cuff, trotted beside him. Oliver had not been within the walls of the workhouse a quarter of an hour when Mr. Bumble informed him that the board had said he was to appear before it forthwith. See, here, Mr. Bumble, I think he was the caretaker of the Oliver. See, Oliver was in a children's home, that is orphanage, Anadha Ashramu. Oliver was an orphan. Orphan means the boy who has the person who has no mother and father. Talli tandri leni varni, that means anadhalnu orphan antaru. So Oliver was an orphan. He was brought to the orphan home, children's home. Mr. Bumble was a caretaker there. Suddenly, Mr. Bumble walked long strides. Long strides means steps. Long steps means big steps. Pedda angulu. So he was walking with big steps. And come to Oliver. Oliver observed this Bumble and very speedily, strongly. Fim means strong. Firmly means strong. Understand, children? Just I have given the meanings here. Firmly means strong. Trotted means run. So immediately Oliver observed this Bumble, his caretaker, his warden, and run beside him with trotted. Run beside him, and he is grasping his shirt, gold-laced cuff and shirt hands. He's taking up his shirt hands. Understand? And then he run beside his master, his caretaker, Mr. Bumble. Oliver has not informed why the master came. The master came. The Bumble came. The Bumble came and asked Oliver to present him before the board members. He asked, Oliver was informed to present before board members. What is board here? Board means not blackboard or something board or slate or slide. Here board means administrative organization. That means Palaka Mandali. That means small administration ground anamata. Here board members means administration. Office room, you can think, office. So here, before Oliver was informed to to stand before board members. Forthwith means immediately. Immediately, very urgently, within emergency, Oliver has to attend before the board members. Within 50 minutes, a quarter of an hour means 50 minutes. Pav Ganta. Understand? 50 minutes Oliver was not in the workhouse. Bumble informed him to attend before board members. That is in the first para. See, not having a very clearly defined notion of what a live board was, Oliver was rather astonished by his information and was not quite certain whether he ought to laugh or cry. He had no time to think about the matter, but Bumble asked Oliver to follow him into a large whitewashed room where 8 or 10 gentlemen were sitting round a table. Here, Oliver has no idea. He was not clearly defined notion. Notion means opinion. He has no opinion. He has no idea about this. Why Bumble asked him to go to office room or to before board members. So Oliver was astonished. Means notion means opinion. Notion means opinion. Understand, children? Opinion. And define means not decided. Astonished means here surprised. And also he could not understand why Bumble asked him to stand before the board member. He don't know about the board member. He never saw the board member. And also he wanted to he don't know what to want to do, either laugh or cry. ఏడ్చాలో నవ్వాలో అర్థం కాలేదు. He was astonished. He was surprised. So he has no any idea about this topic. Why Bumble asked him to go to the office room. See, whenever principal asked you, whenever a pure or your teacher or somebody came, suppose you are in a hostel, somebody came and asked you, Mr. You have to go to office room. Somebody said to you, how do you feel? Oh, what office room? Why I should go there? Suppose if your principal asked you something, you were asked to go to office room. How do you feel? Are you feeling something surprised? No? Same as Oliver also. He has no idea of this board member. He don't know about before this information, before advancedly. So he was surprising. He don't know. So suddenly this Bumble took Oliver to his to the board member. Where this board member sitting? The gentlemen were sitting around the table. That means it is a big room, whitewashed room, white room. That means whitewashed means sunnam kotina. So gentlemen means pedda manusulu or officials. See, 8 or 10 gentlemen were sitting in a room. So Oliver was taken to that room. See, Oliver was in front of the board members. At the top of the table, seated in an armchair, rather higher than the rest, was a particularly fat gentleman with a very round red face. Bow to the board, said Bumble. Oliver brushed away 2 or 3 tears that were lingering in his eyes and seeing on board, but the table bowed to that. See, the Bumble said to Oliver, just asked Oliver to wish the board members. That means wish the officials, the gentlemen. So gentlemen sitting around the table. Oliver did not observe the gentleman. Because he was crying and his eyes are full of tears. 2 or 3 years are lingering from his eyes. Lingering means abiding. Kalla ninda need antuko unnai. That's why he could not see the officers, gentlemen. Only he is looking the table and chairs. Only table. No other things he is not finding. So he was unable to find others in front of him. Only table he is looking because his eyes are filled with the tears. So Bumble asked him to bow before, అంటే నీల్ డౌన్ చేయమన్నాడు అనమాట, నమస్కరించమన్నాడు మోకరించి. అర్థమవుతుందా? దట్స్ ఆల్. సో in the chair, among the 10 chairs or 8 chairs, gentlemen, one chair is height than the table. One chair is higher than the table. Other chairs are even, but one chair is separate. Here, look at the picture. He is the head of the board. See here. You can see the picture here. See, look at the picture. See here, 4 chairs. Some more other chairs are there. In the middle, he is the head of the board member. So head sir. Remaining others are other gentlemen. So like this, the scene is there. So in front of this room, this big room, Oliver has to attend. In front of this gentleman, Oliver has to attend. This middle chair is the head of the board member. Understand? Okay. Come to the lesson. So Oliver came to that room and he was asked to salute the board members, wish to the board members. That is the condition. So now Oliver was in tears, or he is crying, he is weeping. What's your name, boy? Said the gentleman in the high chair. Oliver was frightened at the sight of so many gentlemen, which made him tremble. The beadle gave him a tap on his back with his cane, which made him cry. So the gentleman in high chair means, the gentleman in high chair means board member, head of the board. That means head sir, higher authority, higher official. So head sir asked Oliver what his name was. So Then Oliver opened his eyes and looked at all the gentlemen around him. At once he saw all these gentlemen, 10 members. He was trembled. Oh, tremble means shivering. See here, he was shivering. Tremble means shivering. So then immediately the beadle gave him a tap. Tap means a patting. So beadle means, who is beadle here? Church officer. Beadle means church officer. The church officer took to Oliver to this board members. Before this board members, he gave it a lap on his back with his cane. Cane means stick. That Oliver immediately cried. Oliver cried. ఒక దెబ్బ వేయగానే వీపు మీద ఆలివర్ ఏడ్చాడనమాట. సి బిడల్ మీన్స్ చర్చ్ ఆఫీసర్. ద ఆఫీసర్ బీట్ దిస్ ఆలివర్. ఆలివర్ క్రైడ్. సి ద పొజిషన్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ హియర్ ఆలివర్. Oliver was weeping and trembling when he saw all the board members at once. Before he never saw the board members. See children, now at once, at a time, he saw all the members, officials around the table. Oliver trembling, shivering. He was unable to understand what he has to do, whether he has to cry or laugh. He could not. He stammered. Understand? Okay. Then, what's that, sir? Then, boy, said the gentleman in the high chair, listen to me. You know you are an orphan, I suppose. What's that, sir? Inquired poor Oliver. The boy is a fool, I thought he was, said the gentleman in white coat. So, immediately Oliver answered, sir, what does that mean, sir? The higher authority, the head sir asked. The gentleman in high chair means, the gentleman in high chair means who? Head sir, main officer, head officer. The head officer answered, what? What said? What is your name? He asked. Then Oliver answered, sir, Head sir said to Oliver, Oliver, hey, hello boy, you are an orphan boy, is it? Then Oliver poorly understand, very innocently answering, sir, what is orphan, sir? Poor Oliver said. Very piteously, very innocently, Oliver saying, what is, sir? Then the other gentleman, that is another officer, sir, that is white waistcoat man, another besides, sir. Look at here picture. He's saying, hey, this boy is very fool, sir. This boy is very fool. He is not known what is orphan. Other boy said. So here Oliver has no idea of orphan. Oliver did not know who is orphan, what is the meaning of orphan. So other gentleman in a waistcoat means sleeveless coat. Understand? He said, this boy never understood what is an orphan. He sighed. And then he said again, shh, said the gentleman who had spoken first. You know you have got father or mother, and that you are brought by the parish, weren't you? Yes, sir, replied Oliver, weepingly bitterly. What are you crying for? Inquired the gentleman in the white coat. I hope you say your prayers every night, said the other gentleman in gruff voice, and pray for the people who feed you and take care of you like a Christian. Yes, sir, stammered the boy. Yes, here the waistcoated man asking, telling to Oliver, what? Hey boy, you have no mother. You are an orphan boy. You have no mother. You have no father. That is orphan. Do you know that? You brought up by the parish. That means parish means church authority. That means church authority, church committee is bringing up Oliver. Oliver is under the church committee. Oliver was under church committee. So church committee is looking after Oliver. So this news, this information telling by this told by this waistcoat man, that is second officer. What is second officer? Oh boy, you are an orphan boy. You have no mother. You have no father. Church committee is looking after you. So weren't you? Weren't you means question tag. I will give you question tags. I will give you next class what is question tag. So weren't you is a question tag here. So you have no father, no mother. Do you know that? So church committee is looking after you, bringing up you. Do you know that? The officer asked. Then Oliver replied, yes, sir, weeping bitterly. So he's crying, very weeping mind. His heart is very shrinking. And he said, yes, sir. Oliver was weeping into baga edustha unnadu. Why are you crying? What are you crying for? This man asking. Another officer, gruff voice means the loud voice, bonguru gottuthu anamata, loud voice. Another officer asked him, you are saying your prayers every night. He was under the church committee, no, under church authority. Already you know well, in churches every evening they are doing prayers, no, they do prayers in every evening. Same as this another officer advised Oliver, you are praying every day. Every evening you are praying God, and also you pray for the people who take caring you and who feed you, who looking after you. You are praying for them like a Christian. He said like that. I am thinking of you. You are doing prayers very well. You are praying for the people who are caring and who are feeding you as a Christian, said the third officer. Then, yes, sir, stammered the boy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, the stammered means confused. Very confusing way. Gruff means loud voice. In a stammered means confusing voice, Oliver said, yes, sir. He said so. Understand? Oliver was very weeping, no? See. Well, you have come here. Well, you have come here to educate and to useful trade, said the red-faced gentleman in high chair. So you will begin to pick up Oakham tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock, added the surly one in a white waistcoat. Oliver Borlow, directed by the Beadle, he was then hurried away to the large vault, where, on a rough, hard bed, he sobbed himself to sleep. See, here Oliver, the gentleman, the red-faced gentleman, high-chair gentleman means who? Head sir, board of the head member, head member of the board. Okay, that high sir said, what? So Oliver, listen carefully. You came to this this home. You came to this home for study, for education, and to learn a useful trade. Trade means business. Trade means what? Business. So here, trade means business. So this sir said trade means business, and also the head sir told him you came here for education and trade. And what he and the other officer said, tomorrow onwards you pick up Occam, understand? Tomorrow morning you woke up 6 o'clock and go to outside, pick Occam. So another what is second officer? White waistcoat sir said, what? Pick Occam tomorrow, 6 o'clock, said. Surly means angrily. So, with the angrily, another sir said, another gentleman said, pick Occam tomorrow, 6 o'clock. Then then Beadle came. The church officer said, Oliver board. That means Oliver salute the sirs, wishing sir. And then Oliver was hurried away to a large ground. Hurried away means run away to a large ground, a big ground. He went there, and there he slept. He sobbed and slept. Oliver went outside a big ground, and there hard and very stoned bed there. There he slept. Sobbed means vekki edchi. He sobbed. Weeping loudly. Crying loudly. Weeping loudly. Sobbed means he sobbed. Ekki edchi. He slept there. And poor Oliver, as he lay sleeping, unconscious of everything around him, the board had taken a decision that he would change the course of his life. So now the poor Oliver, so sorry. Oliver slept unconscious, without sense. Oliver. We don't know what is happening around him. He sobbing. Ekki edchesi ఏం జరుగుతుందో తెలియకుండా నిద్రపోయాడు. Then the board members taken a new decision. What is their decision? They want to change the life of this little Oliver. Understand? This little Oliver. Then now that is the stanza. And come to this paragraph, very important. Listen carefully. This is the main condition in the Oliver home. The members of this board was very wise and philosophical men. As they turned their attention to the workhouse, they discovered that it was a regular place of public entertainment for the poor classes. It was the place where they had breakfast, dinner, tea, and supper all the year round and round free, where it was all play and no work. This was really shocking state of affairs. They were of opinion that the poor should be given only two alternatives, either to starve quickly outside the workhouse or gradually inside the house. With this view, they decided that inmates of the workhouse would be issued 3 meals of thin gruel a day with an onion twice a week. See here, listen carefully, children. Here, so here the board members have taken a new decision. That is, what is decision they have taken here? Listen, they have taken a new decision. That means in workhouse, so many poor class people are there in the workhouse. They are given free provision such as breakfast, dinner, tea and supper freely. The board, in previous, the board has given them, providing them free food and the breakfast, dinner and all freely for the poor people. Now the board take a new decision. What is that? They have to do two things for these poor people. Poor people has to take two decisions. Those are all. What is that? They have two options. One is either starving outside the workhouse or gradually inside the house. Two options are there. The people who are living in the workhouse, they have to take in two options. One is either starve quickly outside of the workhouse. Starve means without food. Without food, they have to live outside the workhouse, or they have to live gradually inside the house. Inside house, they are living without food. So gradually means very slowly they have to decrease their lives inside the house, or they have to stand outside without food. Starve means without food. So they have to take one option. One is board members has not giving any provision for food in the workhouse, they have to stand outside. Or else if they provide the poor people in the workhouse, they have to be given very little food. So they have to take two chances. So this decision is taken from the board members. And also they decided from today onwards, they wanted to feed the poor people with 3 meals, that is gruel a day. 3 times they have to give gruel. That is, gruel means starch, ganji java. So ఈ జావాని ఇవ్వాలి, రోజుకి 3 times జావ ఇవ్వాలి. వీక్లీ ట్వైస్ ఆనియన్స్ ఇస్తాము, దాంతో వీళ్ళు తినాలి. ఆర్ఎల్స్ వాళ్ళు ఏం చేయాలి, వర్క్ హౌస్ బయట ఉండి అన్నం లేకుండా ఉండాలి, లేదా వర్క్ హౌస్లో ఉంటే అన్నం తక్కువ తింటూ ఉండాలి. అది ఎలా ఇస్తాము, 3 times గ్రూయల్ జావ ఇస్తాము అని వాళ్ళు ఆ డెసిషన్ తీసుకున్నారనమాట. సో దే హ్యావ్ టేకెన్ ఏ క్రూయల్ డెసిషన్, ద క్రూషియల్ డెసిషన్. దే హ్యావ్ టేకెన్ వెరీ క్రూయల్ డెసిషన్, హార్డ్ డెసిషన్. That is, they wanted to, they started starvation. That means starving means what? No food, giving no food. So first 6 months Oliver Twist was moved in, the system was full operation. As a result, during this period, the number of workhouse inmates got smaller and inmates themselves shrank in size and became thinner. So now today onwards, of 6 months, for 6 months, Oliver can adjusted. In the beginning 6 months, he was giving food, breakfast, dinner and all. Now, the board member is not giving any food, any dinner, any breakfast, no tea, no coffee, no dinner, no breakfast, no supper. Now only they are providing only gruel. The system started within short time. All the inmates means workhouse people who are staying inside the home, orphan home. So all the inmates in the hostel or in the home are becoming smaller, shrank and thinner. They became lean. సన్నగా అయిపోయారు, చిన్నగా అంత ఎండుకొని సన్నగా చాలా weak. They becoming very weak and thinner. Understand? Why? They have no food. Only they are providing this gruel only. So Oliver not able to digest that. He was not adjust to that condition. The room with the boy were fed, which the boys were fed a large stone hall with a big copper bowl at the one end, out of which the master, dressed in apron for the purpose, and assisted by 1 or 2 women, ladled the gruel at meal time. Of this festive composition of each boy had 1 basin full, and no more expect occasions of great public rejoicing when they had 2 ounces and a quarter of bread besides. Here they have given only 1 ladle. Ladle means big spoon. Here a cookmaster came with a dress in an apron. Apron means we have a long cloth wearing in front of the frock while cooking or working. You know, all cooks having in front of their body, they wear a long cloth wearing. They have with apron. The cookmaster came these children are staying in a big stone hall big stone hall. They are living in a stone hall, the children. And a corner of the hall, they put a big copper bowl, ragi patra. They put a corner of the hostel room, and in that corner they kept Gruyel. This master came, and these two assistant women is there, no? These two women came and gave ladle of Gruyel meal time. భోజన టైంలో ఒక ladle అంటే ఒక బిగ్ స్పూన్ గ్రూయల్ మాత్రమే ఇస్తారనమాట. In occasions or festive means festivals. In the time of festival or in occasions, they have given one basin full. Basin means bowl full. One basin full gruyel మాత్రమే ఇవ్వబడుతుంది. In the time of occasion festivals. Remaining all days, only one spoon, one ladle spoon gruyel given, and the bread or 2 ounces of quarter of bread sides. That is the condition or poor condition of Oliver in the story, in a workhouse or with the other children. Basin never wanted washing. The boys polished them with their spoons till they shone again. They had performed her operation by they would sit staring the copper bowl eagerly, could have devoured the big bowl itself, everything in it. At the same time, they sucked the fingers most carefully to catch up any slashes of gruyel and might stuck thereon. Boys have generally excellent appetite. Oliver Sweet and his companions suffered from torture of the slow starvation for 3 months. At last, they had. Understand? At last, they got various wild with hunger. That one boy has a okay, see here. Okay, children, look at here. The basins they never wanted washing. They never want wash this their bowls and plates. They polish them with their spoons until they till they all children are waiting for the food. They are always hunger for food. They are waiting for this copper bowl. They are staring means looking. Staring means looking steadily. They are waiting for that copper bowl, and they also staring means looking. Devoured means that means what is swallowing. They wanted to swallow the pot also, that gruyel pot also. That much hunger with the people suffered. The children suffered, and also they sucked their fingers. ఆ వేళ్ళు కూడా తినేసుకొని వేళ్ళని ఎప్పుడు సక్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు అనమాట వాళ్ళు పాపం ఆ పాయసం తాగిన తర్వాత. అర్థమవుతుందమ్మా? స్ట్రే ప్లాషెస్ మీన్స్ వాట్? చిన్న చిన్న అన్నం మెతుకులు అంటాం కదా, అవన్నమాట. అవన్నీ వాళ్ళు అన్నీ ఏది వేస్ట్ పడకుండా మొత్తం తింటూ వెయిట్ చేస్తారనమాట. జనరలీ బాయ్స్ హ్యావ్ ఎక్సలెంట్ ఎపిటైట్ మీన్స్ హంగ్రీ. బాయ్స్కి ఎక్కువ ఆకలి అవుతుంది కదా. ఆలివర్ ట్విస్ట్ అండ్ హిస్ కంపానియన్స్ మీన్స్ ఫ్రెండ్స్. ఆలివర్ అండ్ ఫ్రెండ్స్ ఆర్ టార్చర్డ్. బాగా వేధింపులు హాస్టల్ అయిపోయినాయి వాళ్ళకి. సఫర్డ్ బాగా అనిపిస్తూ ఉన్నారు. ది స్లో స్టార్వేషన్, అన్నం తగ్గిపోతూ ఉంది. స్టార్వేషన్ మీన్స్ వితౌట్ ఫుడ్, నో ఫుడ్, అన్నం లేకుండా వాళ్ళు ద సఫర్డ్ 3 months. అలా 3 months హ్యాపెన్. 3 months passed away with this condition. This poor Oliver was no food. These 3 months all they had only gruyel. Understand? At last, what happened? Listen. At last, they got so ferocious and wild with hunger. One boy was tall for the age and hadn't been used to that sort of things, for his father had kept small cook shop. Hinted darkly to his companions unless he had another basin of gruyel per day, he was afraid he might some night happen to eat the boy who slept beside him, who happened to be a weakly youth of tender age. He had a wild hunger eye and had believed him a council was held. Lots were cast who should walk up to the master after suppering that evening and ask for food more, and it fell to Oliver Twist. See children, after 3 months In the children there is a big boy, tall boy. This tall boy father was running a catering cook shop. So this tall boy could not digest this condition. He never saw without food in the hotel, at his home. Same as here also, he never saw the meals. So only gruel. This condition this boy did not tolerate. So one day he told his companions, "What? See, tomorrow onwards I want a basin of gruel. Another extra basin I want. Another basin, another bowl of gruel I want. So anyone can provide me, or else I will kill you. I will eat you. Who slept beside me?" This boy said. "Who slept beside me this night? Tomorrow onwards, I have to provide. You have to provide me another basin, or else I will eat the person who slept beside me. And who also weak with tender age means నాకంటే చిన్నగా బక్కగా ఉన్న వాళ్ళు ఎవరైనా ఉంటే నా ప్రక్కన వాళ్ళని తినేస్తాను. రేపటి నుంచి నాకు ఎక్స్ట్రా గ్రూయర్ బౌల్ కావాలి" అని ఈ టాల్ బాయ్ చెప్పేస్తారన్నమాట. దెన్ ఆల్ ద కంపానియన్స్, ఆల్ ద ఫ్రెండ్స్ ఇన్ ద హాస్టల్ believed this tall boy's words. So they made a council. Council means meeting. They started a meeting. They gathered a meeting and discussed who will go before master and ask for extra food, extra gruel. So they decided. Decided one of us go to cook master, and ask him for more. So they are discussing, and finally the turn come to Oliver Twist. That chance comes to Oliver Twist. So Oliver Twist has to move to where? Cook master, and ask for more gruel. So Oliver was a small boy, so he has to move to Grew master. Evening arrived. The boys took their places. The master in his cook's uniform stationed himself at the copper. His assistants ranged themselves behind him. The gruel was served out. The gruel disappeared. The boys whispered to each other and winked at Oliver, while his next neighbors nudged him. Child as he was desperate with hunger and reckless with misery. He rose from the table and, advancing the master, basin and spoon in hand, and said, somewhat alarmed at his own courage, Now the cooking time came. The master came with his copper bowl and this gruel. The two women assistants came there. They gave they finishing all the this is the night time. They finishing all the gruel finished. And now the children are waiting for the turn. Who will go to master and ask for the more gruel? So waiting. Then all are looking at Oliver. Some of whispered. Who? Whispered means talking slowly. Who will go to master and ask for the gruel? Who will go and ask for gruel? Who will go to master? They are saying each other. And all looked at Oliver. Winked means looking sharply. Then all are looking at Oliver. And now Oliver raised up. And some of you beside Oliver, one boy nudged him. That nudge means just patting. Just you go, Oliver. You also doing hostel same, no? If your teacher asks you, can anyone dance in the class? Then another said, you go, say that, no? Like that, one boy asked Oliver to move to master. He encouraged him. Then Oliver, a small boy, a child, he desperate means despair with hunger. ఆకలితో ఆకలి చావుతో ఉన్నారు కదా, ఆకలి కేకలతో. సో ఆలివర్ వేక్ అప్ ఫ్రమ్ ద టేబుల్ విత్ మిజర్, రెక్లెస్, నెగ్లిజెన్స్, మిజరీ, బాధ, దుఃఖముతో get up from the table and go to master, basin and spoon in his hand. అన్ని తీసుకొని వెళ్ళి మాస్టర్ ముందు with dare and courage, ధైర్యంతో నుంచున్నాడు. Look at the picture here. That is the condition of the Oliver here. See the picture here. How Oliver asking, sir, please, I want more, some more. I want some more. Sir, కొంచెం ఎక్కువ వేయరా? He asking like that. See, look here. See how Oliver asking here. Please, sir, I want some more. I want some more. Then The master was fat, healthy man, but he turned very pale. He gazed in stupefied astonishment, a small rebel for some seconds, and then clung for support. The assistants were paralyzed with wonder, the boys with fear. When Oliver asked, this cookmaster wondered, astonishment wondered. And small rebel, who is small rebel here? Small rebel means Oliver. Oh, this boy, how much dare to ask? Some more cruel? What is this boy daring? Other two assistants paralyzed means motionless. Other two are becoming staring and motionless, silent. Why this boy? Other boys were fearing. What happened? What happened? Oliver asking more. Oliver asking more. What happened? What is how cookmaster doing? What is our beadle doing? They are thinking so and fearing. What? Said the master at length in a faint voice. What Oliver saying? What are you saying, Oliver? Faint voice means rude voice. Please, sir, replied Oliver. I want some more, sir, said. Some master aimed a blow at Oliver's head with ladle and shrieked loud for the beadle. So the master aimed means with his ladle spoon he gave a lap on his head. Spoon తో ఒక దెబ్బేసాడు మాడు మీద ఎవరికి ఆలివర్కి. Then shrieked means big loud. With a big voice he called, beadle sir, come please, he said. Then at the time when Oliver asking this scene was happening, at that time there was a meeting in Solomon meeting. All the board members were in meeting. So Mr. Bumble rushed to the room immediately and took to Oliver to the gentleman. See here, Oliver asking this master food. Then the Bumble came and took Oliver to the office room. Their office room meeting was there in the board. Board members are in meeting. This Bumble took to Oliver to this office room and said, sir, excuse me, sir, Oliver is asking for more. What is Bumble said? Sir, this boy is asking more. This Oliver is asking more. What is asking more? I can't understand. They are looking each face to face each other. What was the great general star? Horror was depicted on their countenance means face to face. Enti ఏమడుగుతున్నామని వాళ్ళు ఫేస్ టు ఫేస్ చూసుకున్నారనమాట. దెన్ ఫర్ మోర్ హీస్ ఆస్కింగ్ మోర్. మిస్టర్ లింకిన్స్ మీన్స్ హూ? Limpkins, the name of head sir. Limpkins is the name of head sir. So, what you are asking, Mr. Bumble? Just to clarify what you are asking. Sir, understand me, sir. This little boy, Oliver Twist, asking more, do you, sir? He said, sir. Yes, I understood. Then, that boy will be hung, said the gentleman in white waistcoat. I know that boy will be hung. Yes, this boy will be punished. This boy will be punished, said the second officer, white coat man. White coat man what said? This boy will be punished. Then, nobody contradicted the prophetic gentleman's opinion. So, ఈ gentleman యొక్క ఈ officer యొక్క మాటకు ఎవరిది చెప్పరు. So, whatever officer said, that should be happen. So, nobody answered. Immediately, punishment given to Oliver. See, now Oliver was going to punishment. What is the punishment? See, what is the punishment? They sent him to a confinement. Confinement means imprisonment. నిర్బంధంలో ఒక జైల్లో ఉంచినట్లుగా ఒక రూమ్లో పడేశారు ఆలివర్ని. Do you know dark room? Once we are listening dark room, say, sometimes we are listening dark room. Like that, Oliver was in confinement. They took a decision and they took to Oliver into a confinement means imprisonment. So, Oliver was in prison, in a room, and room was locked. Then, a bill was next morning posted on the outside of the gate. Gate outside, they have put a bill, that means notice board. What is the notice board? That means poster. They pasted a poster, a notice board. That is offering a reward of £5 to be anyone who would take Oliver Twist off the hands of the parish. ఎవరైనా సరే ఆలివర్ని ఎవరైతే ఈ ప్యారిష్ కమిటీ చర్చ్ కమిటీలోంచి ఆలివర్ని తీసుకుంటారో వాళ్ళకి £5 పారితోషికం ఇవ్వబడును అని ఒక నోటీస్ పెట్టారనమాట. సి రివార్డ్ మీన్స్ పారితోషికం అంటే గిఫ్ట్, ఆర్ £5 మీన్స్ దేర్ ఇంగ్లాండ్ కరెన్సీ. Understand? England currency, pounds means. In India we have rupees, no? Like that. So £5 will be given those who are taking, who are interested to take Oliver to their home. So what is the gift? If anyone take Oliver, they will be rewarded how? By £5. Or else, if you want any workman, apprentice, see another words, £5 and Oliver Twist were offered to anyone or any woman who wanted an apprentice to any trade or business or calling. మీకు ఏదైనా వ్యాపారం చేసుకోవాలంటే ఎవరైనా మీకు వర్కర్, అప్రెంటిస్ మీన్స్ అండర్ ట్రైనింగ్. అప్రెంటిస్ మీన్స్ అండర్ ట్రైనింగ్. అండర్ ట్రైనింగ్లో ఉన్న వాళ్ళు ఎవరైనా మీకు కావాల్సి ఉంటే ఆలివర్ ట్విస్ట్ ప్లస్ £5 మీకు ఇవ్వబడుతుంది. మీరు వచ్చి తీసుకెళ్ళిపోండి. లైక్ దట్ ఆలివర్ వాజ్ సపోజ్ టు బి సోల్డ్. అలాగ ఆలివర్ని అమ్మేయడానికి వాళ్ళు బోర్డ్ మెంబర్స్, జెంటిల్ మెంబర్స్ డిసైడ్ చేశారు. సో వాట్ పిటియస్ కండిషన్ హియర్ చిల్డ్రన్? దిస్ ఈజ్ ఆల్ అబౌట్ ఆలివర్ ఆస్క్ ఫర్ మోర్. జస్ట్ వాళ్ళంతా స్టార్వేషన్, అంత ఇబ్బందిలో ఉంటూ కష్టాల్లో మిజరబుల్ లైఫ్ని అనుభవిస్తూ కూడా వాళ్ళు అడిగినందుకు అలాంటి పనిష్మెంట్ ఇవ్వబడింది. చిల్డ్రన్, డోంట్ బి హార్డ్ ఆర్ క్రూయల్. మనం కఠినంగా క్రూయల్గా ఉండకూడదు. వీ షుడ్ హెల్ప్ అదర్స్, వీ షుడ్ హెల్ప్ పూర్ పీపుల్, ఎస్పెషల్లీ ఆర్ఫన్ అండ్ ఓల్డ్ పీపుల్. అండర్స్టాండ్? whenever you see an old people on the streets or beggars or any orphan, if you know in our area, try to help them. Understand? We should help others, especially in needy. Understand? So then only we will get reward from others and also God. So children, learn help others. Don't be cruel. Help others. This is all about the lesson. So thank you for watching, children. And also now homework is given. You have to answer for 2 questions. First 3 questions you have to answer, and also you have to write a diary entry. Write a diary entry. Imagine that you are in the place of Oliver at the time of that night after 3 months. See Oliver, if you imagine you are Oliver, you are in a workhouse, and that time you write a diary entry note. Understand? So make a diary entry. Imagine you are in the place of Oliver. That is the homework. And also first 3 questions also you can write homework. That is all your homework. Thank you for watching. Okay, thank you children. Good. Wish you all happy and enjoying holidays. Thank you for watching. Thank you very much. See you. Bye. Good. This is your English teacher. Contact me if you have any doubt. My mobile number is, note down, 9494022502. 9494022502. If you have any doubt, you contact me. Okay? You call me and clarify your doubts. Thank you.